What's good, y'all? I'm Axel. I'm the new MMA predictions champion. If y'all want to have the best, the best predictions before every UFC card this year, go ahead and subscribe to this channel because I'm gonna have videos posted every week with the best predictions on all of YouTube. You guys will see. You guys know that guy that tracks all the predictions from every channel? I'm gonna be on top. So before y'all see that, y'all could subscribe and follow right now so you guys can have it before everyone else. But if y'all don't want to, y'all miss out. Alright, so for the first fight on the card, we got Nurullo Aliyev versus Joe Solecki. I think this is a pretty easy one. Aliyev was supposed to fight some other guy. Now he's fighting Solecki, and this Solecki guy is worse than the guy he was supposed to fight before, but that guy dropped out. Aliyev is 9-0, Solecki is 13-5. I'm gonna have to go Aliyev. I mean, I don't remember either of these guys' fights very good, but Aliyev, 9-0, you have to go with him. Now for the second fight on the prelims, we got Fatima Klein versus Victoria Dudikova. Now, this one I feel like it's gonna be a pretty even match. I think if I remember right, I don't look back at the fights. I just pick off my memory. So if I remember right, Fatima Klein struggled her last fight. I don't remember Dudikova's last fight, but from what I think it's gonna be a pretty even fight, striking fight. I don't think they're ground game fighters. I have to go with Dudikova on this one. For the next fight, we got Magomed Gaziev versus Bruno Lopez. I think I'm gonna go Magomed Gaziev. Overall, I think he's just the better fighter. I think Bruno Lopez has power, but Gaziev, he's better on the feet and on the ground. He's 9-0. Bruno Lopez only has one loss, but I think I have to go Gaziev. For the next fight, we got Ernesta Karakate versus Nicole Cagliari. Now, Nicole, I do remember that this should be. I remember her last fight in the Contender Series. I think this is her first fight in the UFC. Karakate, I know she fought in the UFC before. But I don't remember her fights very good. Cagliari, I think she looked okay. I think she looked decent when she won that Contender Series fight. For this fight, I'm not too sure how it's gonna look, but I think Cagliari is going to get the win. For the next prelim, we got Preston Parsons versus Jacoby Smith. Preston Parsons, he's trash. I don't think he's UFC caliber. Jacoby Smith, I think he's a lot more powerful. I think Jacoby should dominate this fight. He might even end it before all 3 rounds. And the inside the distance, you know. He's 9-0. Preston Parsons, 11-5. It's not looking too good for Preston Parsons. I'll be surprised if he wins. For the next fight, we got Thiago Moises versus Trey Ogden. Now, personally, I do like Trey Ogden. I know he might not be like one of the best, but I think he has skill. I think he's not that bad. Thiago Moises, though, I think he's probably better than Trey Ogden. More powerful. Probably like he likes to hold him. And he's very strong. Trey Ogden, I think he's technically better. I think his striking is better. I'm gonna have to be a little biased with this one. I think I'm gonna go Trey Ogden. Yes, sir. In the next fight, we got Marco Tulio versus Ior Potera. Now, I don't know who Tulio is that good. Ior Potera, he was one of my bigger prospects, but I think he's been on kind of a downfall. What's it called? Tulio, I can't go off any of his other fights. I don't remember them. Potera, I know he has the power. He has that cool ass tattoo. I'm gonna have to go Potera, even though he's not looked that good in his last fights. But this fight should end inside the distance. These are 2 big guys. Potera and to fight to end inside the distance. Next, we got Jose Johnson versus Felipe Bunes. I do not know who Felipe Bunes is. Maybe I have watched one of his fights, but I don't remember. Jose Johnson, he's a good fighter. I don't think he's a championship level fighter. And since I don't remember Bunes that good, I think Jose Johnson is going to be the better fighter. His striking is pretty good. Uh, I'm not sure about his grappling, but I think this fight might stay on the feet. And if it stays on the feet, Jose Johnson could win, I think by decision. He doesn't really have that knockout power. Next, we got Punahele Soriano versus Uros Medic, or Medic, whatever y'all like to say. Punahele, I absolutely do not like him. He's not a good fighter. Uros Medic, I think he was a little overhyped. I think his hype dropped down significantly, but I think he's still a lot better than Punahele Soriano. Soriano is one of those, he's pretty bad. I don't know how to explain it. Uros Medic, the better striker. I think maybe even better grappler. He should win this fight easily, maybe even get him out of there inside the distance. But we're going to go just Uros Medic to get the win. Now the next fight is the fight of the night for me. Because C-Rod, Christian Rodriguez, is one of my future contender fighters. The prospect killer. And guess what? They gave him another prospect. Austin Bashi. Bashi, I know he's coming off the contender series. He hasn't had a fight in the UFC. He's a pretty, big, round guy. Strong. He throws strong punches, but they come from very, very far. I want to say it's technically good. If he gets to hold Christian Rodriguez, I think he might make the fight close. But Christian Rodriguez, we've seen him beat all the other prospects. He fought versus Raul Rosas versus Cameron Simon, and he beat both of them. Versus what's that guy's name? Dern. He beat him too. So he's proven versus the grapplers. Proven versus a striker like Cameron Simon. I know he lost his last fight to Julian Rosa, but that wasn't a prospect. That guy's been in the UFC. This guy's a prospect. And Christian Rodriguez, I think he's technically a better MMA fighter. And I'm always going to go with the better MMA fighter overall. So I'm going to take Christian Rodriguez to win this fight. And I'm a little biased too, just so you guys know. In the next fight, we got Chris Curtis versus Roman Kopylov. This fight is a little weird. I do think Kopylov is a better fighter. He's the better fighter overall. But Chris Curtis, I feel like he's not a bad fighter. I feel like a lot of people hate on him, but he finds ways to win the fights. I forgot who he beat that was he was a big underdog against. But Roman Kopylov, I feel like he's not as good as people think either. Chris Curtis might find a way to win this fight, and he might even end the fight early. But I am going to have to go Kopylov just because Chris Curtis is beatable, very beatable. But it's going to be a close fight, super close fight. Next, we got Cesar Almeida versus Abdul Razak Al-Hassan. Now, this fight should be an easy win for Abdul. He's just Cesar Almeida, he's a good, jiu-jitsu. I think he has good jiu-jitsu. I don't remember too good, to be honest, but I think his striking is terrible. And Abdul is a lot stronger. Yeah, he should pretty much get him out of there in the distance before the 3 rounds end. I'm going to go Abdul Razak Al-Hassan. Next, we got Ponzinibbio versus Carlston Harris. Carlston Harris, I'm not too sure who he is. I don't remember any of his fights. Ponzinibbio, obviously, he's a veteran. He's been in the fight team. Well, he did look good. His last fights, he has looked good. I think he did win his last fight. Carlston Harris, obviously, I don't know who he is, so I don't remember his last fight. I'm going to have to go Ponzinibbio just because I don't know if he has better striking, but he has the experience. His striking is not bad. He knows how to defend the takedowns. I'm going to have to go Ponzinibbio. And for the main event, we got Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas. 2 Brazilians. This fight, I feel like it's a 50-50 fight. Obviously, if it goes to the ground, Mackenzie Dern has the advantage. On the feet, Amanda Ribas has the advantage. Mackenzie Dern, striking is absolutely atrocious. It is trash. She gets hit so easily. I don't know why she drops her hands so far down. And her chin has been tested. She gets dropped almost I think she got dropped her last 2 fights. Well, obviously, her jiu-jitsu is probably the best women's MMA jiu-jitsu in the world. And if she gets Amanda Ribas down, she should be able to submit her. I don't know if Ribas' jiu-jitsu is as good as hers, or enough to defend it. But the fight does start on the feet, and Amanda Ribas, I feel like, has a huge advantage on the feet. And if she's able to get up from those takedowns, if she does take her down, she should win this fight. even by knockout or by decision. By decision, she should win the fight. But by knockout is a possibility too. I'm gonna go Amanda Ribas to win the fight.